Welcome to Dr. IELTS. I am Jashin Khera. Here we will discuss about the basics of IELTS. So, from today onwards, your journey to abroad begins. IELTS is of two types. First is academic and second is general training. Both the IELTS consist of 4 modules. First one is listening, second one is reading, third one is writing, and the last one is speaking. Let's begin with our first module, that is listening. In listening, the audio is played for about 25 to 30 minutes. You also get 10 minutes extra for transferring your answers to your answer sheets. So, listening consists of 4 parts. Part number 1, part number 2, part number 3, and last but not the least is the part number 4. Each part consists of 10 questions. So, the total questions are 40. Okay? So, in pre-listening, you can also verdict your answer. Reading is about 1 hour. Here you don't get any 10 minutes extra for transferring your answers to the answer sheets. So you have to transfer the answers within that 1 hour only. So in reading, there are total 3 passages. Each passage consists of about 13 to 15 questions. So there are 7 types of questions which are asked to you in these passages. So first one is yes, no, not given, or true, false, and not given. Okay? So these both are the same kind of questions in which you have to take the central idea from the question and then go back to the passage and find the answers that is related to that. Okay, so next one is list of headings. The most of the students will confused in this type of questions. So in list of headings, you have given a different types of headings, and they asked about the which heading is correlate with the which one passage from the whole passage. So you have to match in which the information is matched. So you have to put that option in that answer. Okay. So next one is sentence completion, or you can say about summary. Here the half information is given in the questions, and half, or you can say only 1 or 2 words you have to take from the passage. So here you have to take care about the sentence. So let's move to next part. Next is MCQ. In MCQ you have to, they give you about the 3 or 4 options. You have to put the appropriate options. Okay. Next one is matching information. So half information is given to you in the question. You have to correlate it with the passage information. So then you can pick or put the correct option. Next one is short answer questions. Okay. In this only question is given to you. So you have to write the answer in about 2 to 3 words only. So next move to next part. So next part is diagrams, note, process, or chart. In diagram, in question they give you a diagram. Suppose they give you a diagram of Earth. Okay, like this one, and they locate different parts. You have to tell which part is this. So, about this part, the whole information is given to you in the passage. Suppose this is the crust. So about this, the passage contains the information about this. Okay. So in the same way, the note, process, and chart is you can do like that. Now this module is speaking. Speaking consists of 3 parts. Part number 1 part number 3. It is mainly about 11 to 14 minutes. In first part, the examiner asks you about the general questions only, which are about 5 to 7 questions. So you have to give the answer with a valid reason. So next part is of cue card. So examiner give you a specific topic to you. So you have to speak about 2 to 4 minutes on it. Next section is of follow-ups, in which the questions related to the cue card is asked to you and you have to speak about 3 to 4 lines on it. So our last but not the least module is writing. It is of 1 hour. It consists of 2 parts. First is task number 1 and next one is task number 2. Task 1 is you have to spend about 20 minutes on the task 1 and 40 minutes on the task 2. Task 1 is about report writing. You have to write at least 150 words on it. In task 2, it is about the essay writing. You have to write at least 250 words and you have to spend about 40 minutes on it. So, let's move to details. So, what's in a speaking test? कि हम जो speaking test है उनका किया, ठीक है? Like previously I said, there are 3 parts: part number 1, part number 2, and part number 3. The part 1 is about the general questions. Here the examiner asks the questions related to yourself, your home, your family, your job or studies, or your interest, or the familiar topic areas. So, next part is about cue card. Here the examiner gives you a specific topic of his or her wish. So, you have to talk for up to 2 minutes. Then after the examiner asks you about the 1 or 2 questions related to it. And then the last part is follow-ups, in which you have to give your opinions. Okay? So, the total speaking is about 11 to 14 minutes. So, this is UKBA pattern. So, we do not have to consider this. So, part number 1. This part lasts 3 to 4 minutes and you have to give short answers, or you can say you can speak about 1 or 2 lines only. Next, part number 2, you have to speak for last 3 to 4 minutes. And the examiner also gives you 1 minute to prepare for the part number 2. Okay? Next, it's follow-ups, that is part number 3. This part lasts for 4 to 5 minutes. And here you can also give an example to elaborate your answer. So, these are the basic questions that the examiner asks to each and every candidate who go to give the IELTS exam. The first question is, what is your name? How may I call you and how may I address you? You can say you call me, or you can address me as by my nickname. It's your next is your wish. Where are you from? May I have your ID proof, please? So next is part number 1. So these are the familiar topics. You have to talk about your interest in these questions. So, if he talk about your family, okay, these are the questions like, tell me something about your family with whom you are most close to you. Like each and every question is related to your family only. So in same way, the part number 2, like this is the cue card. Describe a film or movie actor from your country who is very popular. So these are the key points that the examiner gives to each and every candidate, and he or she has to talk about these points in the cue card. So this is a sample for the cue card. You can see. So These are the grammatical structures. Like firstly, he asks the questions about your opinion. How you can start your question? Sorry, how can you start your answer? Like, don't repeat each connector in every question. Like, don't say I think, in my opinion, in every question. Okay? So you can also say, as I said, personally I believe it, for me, according to me. So, if the examiner asks you a question and you totally agree with his question, so you can start your answer with these points. I agree with this, that's so true, that's for sure, that's exactly how I feel, no doubt about it, and I guess so. If you disagree with the question, you can say these points. Okay? So, next move to future part, means if the question is related to your future, that what you can do about this, or you can say about that topic in future. Okay? Like you can start then the answer with it is predicted that, foresee, it is probable that, it is likely that, or dash is foreseeable. Next questions. These are the other points, or you can say other suppose markers by which you can start your answers. So you can start with absolutely yes, yes, definitely yes. Or if you would say the answer in no, then you can say definitely no. Yes, I believe that. Yes, I do, or they think that. Basically, actually, generally speaking, of course, no, not at all. Okay? So next, move to next slide. So next part is examples of part number 1. What type of questions the examiner asked you in the part number 1? First question is, how often you eat chocolates? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਬਾਰ ਕੀ chocolates ਕੀ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ? You will start the answer with like this. ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹੋਗੇ I often, okay? I often eat the chocolates daily, or monthly, or weekly. It's your choice. So if you are disagreeing with the answer, question, you can start the answer with this word. I don't often eat chocolates. Next is, do you prefer to drink tea or coffee? कि तुसी चाय पीना पसंद करते हो कि कॉफी, ठीक है? So you can start your answer like I prefer coffee or tea. That is your wish. What do you like? Next one is, have you ever been to any island? ठीक है? जे तुसी visit कीता हुआ किसी island में, तुसी फिर start करना answer I have visited. Then you have to mention the name of that island. If you not visited, so you can say like that. No, I have never been to any island. Next question is, what was the favorite sport when were you young? जो तुसी जवान सी या young सी, तुसी थोड़ी किसी favorite sport केड़ी सी? एक ये सारे हुन अपनी अपनी चॉइस होती है, ठीक है? लाइक जे मैं क्रिकेट के नाल अपन का अपना आंसर कितना स्टार्ट होगा? My favorite sport was cricket when I was young. Okay? You can also give a valid reason with that. So these are the parameters, okay, on which basis the examiner gives scores to you. Okay? Like first is fluency and coherence, next is pronunciations, lexical resource, and grammatical range and accuracy. Thank you.